Tales Told Mid-Journey.
In a realm where darkness pervaded the land and the sky radiated an eerie, perpetual yellow, there existed the mysterious, dark riverlands. The watercourses here seemed more like weaving veins of obsidian than rivers, reflective surfaces capturing every sinister nuance of the yellow sky above. The land bore an uncanny stillness, with no wind to rustle the leaves or water to splash against the riverbanks. And as if this ominous ambience wasn't enough, a legend whispered among the few inhabitants of this realm told of a black blob that emerged from the inky waters. For generations, Eldon's family had settled at the edge of these dark rivers, serving as the gatekeepers. They were entrusted with keeping the populace away from the water after dusk and ensuring that no one dared touch its enigmatic surface. The law was passed down, and with it, the grave responsibility. The blob, they said, was a harbinger of unknown events, and its emergence was both rare and foreboding. One evening, as the yellow sky darkened into a shade of mustard, casting long shadows on the riverbank, Eldon noticed ripples disturbing the otherwise placid waters. His heart raced as he saw it. A mass of inky black, undulating and growing as it broke the surface, the blob, a formless entity, seemed to pulsate with a life of its own. Instead of fear, curiosity welled up inside Eldon. For the first time in his lineage, he felt an urge not to turn away but to understand. Slowly, he approached the blob. It responded, not with aggression, but with an almost curious movement towards him. As they met, Eldon hesitantly reached out, allowing the blob to touch his hand. It felt cool and gelatinous but not threatening. To his astonishment, visions flashed before Eldon's eyes. He saw the ancient past of the dark riverlands, a time when the rivers sparkled blue and the sky was a radiant azure. The blob, he realized, was not a harbinger of doom, but a guardian of memories. The yellow sky and inky waters were results of a cataclysm that the blob had witnessed and stored within its formless self. Emboldened by the revelations, Eldon shared his experience with the other inhabitants. Together they began to revere the blob, seeking its guidance in understanding their land's lost history and seeking ways to restore its former beauty. The once feared entity became a beacon of hope, and Eldon, the bridge between a forgotten past and a hopeful future. Years later, the dark riverlands started to change. With collective efforts, inspired by the blob's memories, waters began to clear, and the yellow sky faded into shades of dawn. The black blob, having shared its burden, submerged back into the depths, waiting to emerge again when needed. The land remembered, and in its memory lay the seeds of rebirth.